The holiday season is here. It's upon us. Some of our loved ones may need some extra support during this time. There are many circumstances that can leave people depressed right now. Maybe you're part of this, and we are here to help you. So joining us live to share ways that we can support our loved ones during the holidays, lead social worker with Sharp Grossmont Hospital for Behavioral Health, Candy Elson. Candy, thank you for being with us today.
Thank you for having me.
So, we want to talk about the holidays. It's a very festive time. Obviously, a lot of people are having a great time, but it can be triggering. Tell us why that is.
No, absolutely. I think you could maybe put things in a few categories. There's what young people might say family drama, so that's too much family with extended family, traveling, perhaps cultural wars over the mealtime, having to listen to the opinionated or racist or homophobic uncle or whatever that might be. And I think it's a particularly partisan time now, particularly with the world situation. Financial pressure, of course, we're all familiar with the pressure of frenzied gift giving and feeling overwhelmed by that. I think we're all out of routine too. Maybe our self-care techniques, we're not exercising, we're perhaps drinking too much, alcohol too much, too many parties, etc. So I think, those who are experiencing grief and loss also at the holidays are particularly triggering. If you've lost a loved one, a miscarriage, a divorce, it's the holidays can make people particularly sensitive.
Right, because you see, I think, pictures and things on social media of everyone together acting like it's the best time ever. But for people who've lost someone, let's talk about that, just the anxiety people might have if they've lost someone and now they're going through the holidays for the first time maybe without that person. What can they do? What should we do to try to get through those times?
Yeah, I think it's important, as you say, to honour that loss and that feeling of grief and to be okay with it, instead of feeling pressure to, as you say, compare to other people, look at social media, the happy festive table. But sometimes that might be honouring that loved one, whether that's a candle, whether it's an activity you used to do together, whether that was, cookie baking or something that you did as a child. So I think it's important to honor that, and to acknowledge that loss.
Right, because kind of pretending it didn't happen would make someone, I would imagine, feel extra lonely. That the family should all acknowledge it.
No, absolutely, and I think grief can hit people unexpectedly. They thought they were doing fine. The loss might have been 5 years ago, but the holidays can be triggering, and it's okay, to acknowledge that.
Right. Okay, I like that. Keeping the traditions that you may have had with that person, still keeping those going. Why is it important to be aware and compassionate of your loved ones during this time? Obviously, we care about them. We want them to be okay. What can we do for our friends and family?
Yeah, no, I think our friends, family, our co-workers, I think to be sensitive that it is a vulnerable time of year, that people may also be feeling particularly vulnerable if with the world situation, whether they're not feeling safe, they're feeling, with an increase of kind of hate. So to be sensitive, to ask questions, to be empathetic, not to make assumptions too, to ask people. People have different cultural traditions, they may be religious, they may be not, and also perhaps to be sensitive and mindful of not bragging about one's own, amazing holiday, your trip to Whistler or your, Christmas party of 50 people, just to be, that everyone's not going through the same thing. And as you say, to be mindful if they might have had a particular loss or vulnerability or unemployment, financial stresses, what that might be, to be sensitive and mindful to the ones we love and care for. And
show them that we care about them. How can we help our friends and family who may be struggling right now?
I think the gift of time is sometimes the most important thing. We're all rushing around trying to give things and have kind of conspicuous consumption and show our care, but sometimes that time, do you want to come, should we go for a coffee? Should we go for a walk around Lake Murray? Should we do something rather than have some extravagant, and then the advice I give to myself or to other people would be, exercise some self-compassion. Be kind to yourself. It's okay to feel how you're feeling and not to compare yourself with everybody else. And also to idealize other people. We all tend to idealize that everybody else is having the best holiday experience ever, and I'm not. Feel sorry for yourself. So I think it's be kind to yourself and perhaps give up perfection. Have some boundaries, whether it's with family or say, I'm just feeling like this now, that's okay. And not to feel we have to say yes to every party. You can
say no to every party, right? Or some of the parties, or leave early if you want to.
Absolutely.
Okay, I love that. Thank you very much. How can people turn to you for help if we have time for that? We have like 10 seconds, if you don't mind.
I think encourage people to seek professional help if they need to, a therapist, ask their primary care doctor if they want to consider medication or a support group, or to, be vulnerable and say it's okay to ask for help. It's okay to ask for professional help.
Thank you very much for that. We'll be right back after this quick break.